Taurus, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. How are you, my bull gang? Here we go. We're going to start with the Psychic Tarot. I hope you're well. I hope this week is going well for you. Thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate it. If you appreciate the work that I do, I would appreciate a thumbs up if you have time for that. Thank you so much. Or even just commenting is great too, because I just want your energy. I want to know who you are, right? I want to see you. I want to feel your energy. We need to communicate in some sort of way in order to be able to feel each other, right? Feel each other out. Okay, Taurus, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What do we got here? We've got spiritual strength. What else do we have for Taurus, please? All right. We've got prosperity begins, which is the Ace of Pentacles. We have balance, which is the Justice card. Yep. Balance. One more, please, for Taurus. Awareness. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Devil. Temptation. Let's take a look at this here. I think you're already aware. I want to say that you're already spiritually aware. Spiritually aware, you feel something coming, and I think it feels good. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here. Something is coming that is that it's like you feel the rumble. You feel the spiritual rumble, Taurus. And it's like deafening. It's like the rumble is deafening, is what I want to say here. We have the, pardon me, the Justice card, and we have awareness. You know with an acuity. You know with an acuity and clarity what is going on here. What you're waiting on, Taurus, is for confirmation. You're waiting for, you have the awareness, I feel. You are feeling in balance, like it's okay. Whatever happens, happens from here. Whatever is meant for me will never pass me by. It feels like somebody here who has, the hands are up, right? I feel like somebody has surrendered, possibly, has decided while meditating or manifesting, somebody has decided that they are just going to release it, spiritually release it, and gain the strength from the lesson. I feel like the awareness that you have is that something incredibly prosperous is coming, something that's going to change your life and bring you balance. I think it's different for all of you, of course, and you're all going to know what that is for you. But when I say you feel the rumblings, it's like something doesn't feel right, but it doesn't exactly feel wrong. It almost feels to me like it'll be a disruptive energy. Only because it's going to pull you out of your norm, Taurus. That's what I feel. It's going to pull you out of your norm. It's going to pull you, those of you who have been hermiting, going to pull you out of hermit. Yeah. It's the overall energy. Guilt. Interesting, guilt. It says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So it's a shedding away. I feel like somebody, it feels like somebody is, shedding a skin, or somebody is preparing. It's like they're preparing for the new. That's what it feels like here. Because of the awareness that you have, or the ability to be able to tap into your own intuition or get messages through the third eye. If you are that person, I feel that you know that something good is coming. There, like the universe is probably screaming at you. That's what I'm seeing in this swirl here. I'm seeing that it feels like there is simultaneously, throat chakra opening, third eye opening. It's like it's like all the, it's like, it's got orange, and it's like sacral chakra. It's like all the chakras are beginning to open. Or it feels like that, it says you release beliefs. So it looks like surrender. Somebody here is surrendered, and it's paying out in abundance coming in. Yeah, that's your reward for the surrender, I feel. Where are we going? Okay. All right. What's we have here for Taurus, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We have the Queen of Cups and the Death card. For some of you, something could have recently ended. Something that was an emotional attachment. Something that was an emotional attachment, but I don't necessarily think that it made you happy. I feel like maybe you were the one giving all of the emotion and somebody ended up having to pour their cup out. I think it was like a false start. Maybe you thought somebody was someone that they weren't. It feels like somebody has maybe dated someone and realized that wasn't really the person that they thought they were. So something comes to an end. I feel like you're like, you know what? I'm kind of over recovering from people, sharing my emotions. I don't think I'm going to give them the Queen of Cups as soon as they walk up. I agree. I agree that not everybody deserves the full cup, right? It's about the discernment. You need to know who to give it to or who's really worth giving it to. We have the Three of Wands and the Judgment card. So something is beginning. It is some sort of a reconciliation. It feels, Taurus, like if you were in a thing up until the very recent past, it feels like there's been a realization here by you, Taurus, a realization that you don't have to give your emotional all to everyone that comes along. It's okay to pull back a little bit. It's okay to surrender to the universe, pull back, and just wait for the universe to tell you what to do. I really feel like that's what the Three of Wands is about. It's like, I want to go. I'm ready to go. My toes are off the edge. I want to see what's out there, but I'm not going. Why? Because it's not time. I don't feel like it's time yet to go. But I feel like you realized that there was something that you just weren't going to end up investing in emotionally. You ended up either breaking up with somebody, or maybe you just in your mind decided, you know what, that's just not for me. But I feel like somebody here is waiting for the reconciliation. Someone has decided to end something because of the rumbling. You understand, right? It feels like there is something intuitively going on here, is what it feels like to me. You feel the rumbling. It's the Judgment card. It's the decision made. It's the universe opening the way. It's the reconciliation. It's the resurrection of something that you thought had died, that you thought was never coming back. I feel like you've been in silence, but I feel like you've been in silence because it's not time. That it's not loud or noisy, and maybe you're not getting messages or anything from this person. But I feel as though it's almost like a birth that's waiting to happen. It's like the resurrection or reconciliation, prosperity begins. But understand that I think that you end up having somebody come back to your life, but it's going to initially be out of guilt. Somebody here feels guilty for how they treated you or what they said or whatever your individual situation is. There is somebody here, it says, I release my belief that no longer assists my soul's growth. Somebody here is coming back because they want to release the guilt. They want to have balance. And I think that you already have an awareness that this person's coming forward. So I feel like there is a delay, and the delay is that the person who's supposed to come forward is kind of beating themselves up a bit. Somebody's very burdened, very weighted down by this situation. We have the Five of Wands and we have the Three of Wands. Somebody does want to communicate. Eight of Wands. They want to reach out or communicate or say something. I really feel that this thing that is coming, that is about to be birthed here, I feel is something that's going to change your life. But understand that I think that you are the catalyst because you decided to surrender in some sort of way. You finally said, you know, I'm not asking you for that person I've been asking you for 10 years. What I'm asking you is, here it is. I'm surrendering it all. Please tell me what it is that I need to do. And then you're going to listen, right? Somebody has done that here. And it's bringing in someone who you haven't seen, who you thought it was over with or a done deal, right? You never thought it would be resurrected. And this person is coming in. I believe you're calling them in with your awareness. that you're calling him in with your awareness, and the judgment being here, I feel like it's been silent with somebody and they feel they need to come back. It's like you're pulling them in with your awareness is what I want to say. We have a blue light here on the crown, and then we have a blue light here. I feel like somebody is getting downloads about you. The universe is telling them it's time to go get some balance. Awareness is the magician. It is the ability to be able to materialize whatever comes from the heavens can come down to the earth, right? It's the conduit. You have all the tools. You know how to download. This, I believe, is you, but I also believe that through this energy, your person is doing the same thing. And I feel as though you two are probably connected by this here. You're probably connected to this person because there is a spiritual strength here. It's like somebody is finding every bit of strength they have to come forward, Taurus, because they're carrying a lot of guilt. This person is going to reach out to you. There is going to be communication, as we see here in the 8 wands, and there is going to be communication. Someone wants to resurrect this thing. All right. Let's see what's going on here. I think that you are the catalyst because you ended this other relationship you were in. So if you're someone who was not in a relationship, this is probably not your part of the reading, but this feels like somebody who was maybe not in a relationship, but maybe tried to give someone their heart, and it just ended up going up in flames. It didn't. You're pouring out the cup. You're rescinding your offer, and you're done. You're kind of done there. But I think that's what was supposed to happen, that it was a lesson. It was a karmic connection that was a lesson for you. Taurus, there you are. So you're also likely thinking and overthinking this situation here. It's like knives in your back. It's like you didn't want to hurt this person, but you just knew that it wasn't going to work out, or maybe they just never called back, right? Just listening, sorry. Taurus, we got here as the Hierophant, right? And the 9 of Swords. I feel like you're worried that you might have some worry about tradition or commitment. That you're worried that you'll never find the commitment, possibly. It feels like the Hierophant is questioning the self. Do I know enough? Am I enough? It's like that's the worry. It's like, can I live up to the hype? Can I live up to my own hype, you know? It feels like somebody is although standing strong as the Hierophant, the spiritual one, the one who's about tradition and, you know, teaching, spiritual teachings, this person has been worried, I feel. I think it's you. I think you've been worried about how the situation is going to turn out. And I mean this situation, right? Not this, because we already know it's over. But I think that you had to go through, that was like a last lesson or something you had to go through in order to be able to go to the next level or the next chapter, I feel. So the 7 of Cups and the 9 of Swords tells me that you're worried that someone else has options for commitment. That, or maybe someone is worried that you do, Taurus, that you have a lot of emotional opportunities. Yes. Okay, thank you, Charlie. That's, yes, there's a lot of emotional opportunities around you, Taurus. That's what the worry is. And I don't only think it's their worry. I think it's your worry as well. It's like you have offers all around you, but you're not taking any of the offers because you're kind of focused on maybe on work or on church or on spiritual teachings. You're focused on it, but I feel like nonetheless there's worry in the back of the mind that by someone is either worried that Taurus has a lot of options or Taurus is worried that their person has a lot of options. So it feels like if it is Taurus that they're worried about you, if that's what we're looking at, it looks like they're worried enough to come in. Yeah. Someone else someone who has walked away. 7 and 1 is 8. Someone who walked away is coming back. Someone who has realized that they left a cup here. Yeah, the Knight of Cups is here. Sorry, just listening. Yeah, somebody is, I think that's what we're trying to say here. Yeah, Charlie said again, somebody is worried that there's a lot of opportunities for the Hierophant in emotional things. And I think that that's going to cause somebody to come forward. Yes, it is. It's going to cause somebody to come forward. Someone's realizing that someone could scoop you up, Taurus, and that is not exactly what they want. Yeah, I feel like this person is coming in to work with you. Maybe they've been working on themselves. Maybe you have. The Eight of Pentacles is about the self, but it's also about work. You could have had a relationship in the workplace with this person. You may know them from work, or maybe you've worked with them in the past. Okay, Taurus, we're going to go into the extended. We've got the tower here. I'm going to clarify that before we go. I'm not going to leave you with the tower. But let's see what sort of things we're gonna ask. Well, we know for sure what we're going to ask about, right? We need to know, we need to kind of narrow this down a little bit. Something that was dead and gone is now going to be resurrected, and someone is going to make communication. They've been beating themselves up about making communication. We should find out what that communication is going to be. Why are they feeling guilty, right? Someone has had a tower. It's time for them to come in, Taurus. They're worried that someone else is going to scoop you up. We're also going to talk about the 5 of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Swords, Knight of Wands, someone here is arguing with themselves or fighting with themselves. They don't want to worry about it. It kind of wavers back and forth, Taurus. I think this is your energy. Wavers back and forth between worry and it'll be fine. 5 of Cups is in the reverse, right? It's like I can't feel guilty about what I left back there anymore. But you're still worried about it. The Knight of Wands tells me that you're really, really attracted to this person. The Knight of Wands and the Devil tells me that there is somebody here that maybe you're attracted to that isn't the best fit for you. Someone who could be toxic. Someone who really only gives you very little bits of their time. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone who isn't really going to invest in you. Someone who sees you as a prize to invest in, but someone who either doesn't have money or is not going to really fully invest in who you are. We'll talk about this more in the extended as well. If you'd like to go, there is a link down in the description. Before I go, though, we're going to clarify this tower. Yes, we are. Never leave you hanging on a tower, Taurus. I always like to get the energies out of the tower to find out what's going on. A little bit more information. Tell me about the tower, please. It's a realization that you have a lot more options than this person realized, and that they walked away, and that you are the prize. It is an upheaval of thinking for somebody. We've got the Knight of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the Judgment, and the Lover, and the 2 of Cups. Sorry, not the Lovers, the 2 of Cups, for reals. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go into the extension. We're going to talk about this because it feels like the realization, the upheaval in the tower, is that someone's realized, I got to go, and I got to go right now. This person's worried that someone else is going to come back for you. The Judgment card is here again. They're marching right into the resurrection of love here. Yep. We'll talk more about that in the extended as well. And someone's had a big realization. And there they go. Toes off the edge. See you guys in the extension. The link is the first one down below. If you're interested in a private read, please look a little further. You will see my email address. It's right by the yellow dot. And the link for Wizio if you are interested in talking about something like this, if this is your situation, or anything else at all. I'm going to go for now. I love you, my bull gang. See you in the extended. Love you guys. Bye-bye.